Well, Franco was basically half animal, half human. No one could figure it out because he had this unusual strength and these unusual abilities. Like, who would just hang upside down on his toes on a chin-up bar?
Yeah.
I could never hold myself with my toes. He did. It was like a gorilla. And then the way he was like going from bar to bar with his hands, he had this unbelievable power. He was like a monkey. And so he was doing things in the kind of lifts. I mean, think about it. The guy lifted like 750 pounds deadlift, and he weighed like 180 pounds.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. And doing like with 100-pound lateral raises and stuff like that I used for dumbbell presses. Barely could do that with 100 pounds. And he would do lateral raises. I mean, it's just crazy strength.
When I did deadlift and get the chalk and put the chalk on my hands and feel like I can lift anything with these hands. I wanted to do my deadlift with no straps. Because I said, if you do straps, it's like you becoming a robot. It comes natural, real.
Franco came from Sardinia, and the way he grew up was kind of like also very primitive, out in the farm, and he was like on a ranch, and he had to go and take the sheep up to the mountains, and he had to figure out himself how to go and feed himself.
Yeah, the soul is calcium.
While he's up there for a few days, like a really primitive kind of a thing. So it was like all kind of very strange, but it made him kind of like a person that had no fear of anything. And so Joe Weider brought me over to America first because I was like the big bodybuilder. I weighed 250 pounds. I just won Mr. Universe for the second time. I was 21 years old. I'm this new sensation, this farm boy from Austria. Let's call him the Austrian Oak to create a little bit of drama type of thing, right? And so it was all that. So, but then Franco was a little guy, but powerful and just thick. And so I had to convince Joe Weider. I said, Joe, got to bring over Franco too. We're a perfect team.
Sei, sete, what? Sete, ocho, nove.
And so I said, no, you got to bring Franco over. It's just like unbelievable. There's no one here in America, I can guarantee you, that's like Franco.
And you will see it.
I say he can outlift anybody. He can outpose anyone. And he's going to win Mr. Universe. I guarantee you that he's on his way to win everything. And then Joe Weider eventually brought him over. In 1 year of being here, he won the Mr. Universe contest in the amateur category. Eventually Mr. Olympia and all that stuff. And Franco was the kind of a guy that, because there was no money in bodybuilding. So Franco and I, we would just say, hey, we're from Europe. We're not one of those lazy, that just want to hang around and do nothing. I said, let's get our act together. Let's educate ourselves. Let's go to college. And then decide we started working. And Franco, of course, was a bricklayer, a cement worker, and a stone worker from Italy. So I said, Franco, we should start a business here.
Little mask. Oh,
The strongest man in the world is blowing up a hot water bottle.
That takes 600 pounds of pressure.
This wall down in Venice, right, that Franco, that was one of the first walls that we built. It's still standing there exactly the way it was. And I mean, 50 years ago, or more than 50 years ago, this wall was built, and it's still standing there, not moved an inch, nothing changed. It's gonna be there like the Roman wall.
Where's Franco? Coming out here, Franco.
A little bit taller.
Really?
Oh yeah. But no one knows that I'm stronger than you. So everybody knows that.
Very nice, Frank.
Franco at his best is a monster.
We are trying to build a perfect body, but nobody has a perfect body.
If somebody comes in here and they're not at all in shape, how long would it take to build up some big muscles?
It takes between 2 months and 30 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Franco Columbu.
Yeah. This is the way it goes, Franco. This is now. Do you believe this is now the last contest?
You sure?
Yeah.
Hold it.
Yeah. I like that.
You have to teach them. And the body can make a difference. Muscles grow forever. Only heavy training makes a guy win Mr. Olympia. There is no way out. You want to look like Grant. The muscle grows according to what you do, and that looks as hard as what you do. You have to train like Grant, strong, heavy. And they're all showing the best.
I'm the strongest bodybuilder I ever lived, I think.